Ladies and gentlemen, this is me still after on Battle TV. Right about now, we are discussing Arsenal. As you guys understand, it's a transfer season, 10 days to go, ladies and gentlemen, and we want to see how Arsenal can end this transfer season. As you guys understand, it's going to be massive. Let's go and look into the games and all the transfer news that we have. Arsenal, as you guys know, started the season really well. They wallop Wolverhampton 2 goals to 0. Goal scored by our main star boy, that is Bukayo Saka, and the main striker of Arsenal nowadays, that is Kai Havertz. So that was just really in the weekend. As you guys know, it's very important that Arsenal put in the main performance that we need. We know they didn't really play so well, but I am very optimistic that they will really play well when it comes to Aston Villa this coming Saturday. But we are not going to look about that or look at that right about now. We want to look at exactly transfers today. Now, the main social media uh, journalist, that is Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein, has come out with a lot of news for Arsenal today. It's not about incoming, but we're going to look at outgoing specifically. Let's look at what Ornstein says about Aaron Ramsdale. So as you guys understand, Aaron Ramsdale didn't really feature in any of the preseason, in any of the league, even any game since the season began. I mean, so we don't really know what is going on, but Honestin is coming out very clearly. Let me read what he actually said. He's saying that Wolves makes proposal to sign Aaron Ramsdale from Arsenal. Initial loan plus a buy option is one thing that Wolves are really trying to look into. That is saying that the goalkeeper Wolves are looking into really potentially paying to cover the majority of the 26-year-old goalkeeper's wages. Acceptance at the Milodex, that is Wolves' deal, is very difficult due to financial involvement, but it takes. But the talks with Arsenal still continues. That is what Ornstein is saying about Ramsdale. As you guys know, Ramsdale hasn't featured in any of the Arsenal game, and Ornstein is saying that Arsenal are really looking into maybe letting Aaron Ramsdale leave the Arsenal and join Wolverhampton. As you guys know, Wolves are looking into maybe acquiring his services on loan and maybe with a buy option, which would be a good deal for Ramsdale. As you guys know, he's a very good goalkeeper, English international, and he needs to play for sure. He needs to play. He needs to go and find a place where he can play. Much as we know, Arsenal now is not giving him the opportunity that he knows and he deserves to really do something like that. But we really know that every single time that we see Ramsdale come in to play for Arsenal a few times, we know he hasn't been on form, and it's not really the greatest thing for him to just sit on the bench. And he's a very good goalkeeper. I would prefer for him to join a team, even if it's on loan or wherever. It would be good for him really to have that moment to perform and also become a better goalkeeper as the season goes on. That is with Ornstein. Ornstein also came with a very another exclusive. That is on AD Nketiah. He's saying that Nottingham Forest are working on a deal to sign AD Nketiah from Arsenal in a deal which is going to be worth around 25 million euros. But Arsenal are still adamant and they're in talks to say they can't sell AD Nketiah for 25 million euros. They want about 30 to 35 million euros for AD Nketiah. That is the latest that we have from Honestin, and he's saying that Crystal Palace are also still trusted in Arsenal striker, that is AD, but they haven't really come in with any concrete concrete deal or offer for the striker, that is Eddie Nketiah. But uh, the main guy, that is Eddie Nketiah, is really in on the verge of moving if Nottingham Forest improves on their deal and they get the best of the amount that Arsenal is really looking into. Because looking at here, they say Arsenal is interested in around 30 to 35 millions, but not 25 million euros that Nottingham Forest, because it's I would say the first bid given, and Arsenal Honestin is saying they have rejected it. They they rejected them the first proposal that that is Nottingham Forest has come with. So let's see and wait if Nketiah will leave. I would really enjoy and see and have, not that I don't really value AD, but I feel like he's not gonna have game time. He's not gonna play well. He's not gonna have chances to really perform as he used to at Arsenal. We rather let him go. We just let him go so we can find a different striker to help Arsenal this season. Because I feel like if AD stays, we are not gonna have any striker coming, because we would have Gabriel Jesus. We still have Kai Havertz. We still have even Trossard who can play in there. Martinelli sometimes can play there. So even if Eddie goes and we don't get a striker, which is going to be so difficult for people and Arsenal fans to really accept that. But also we know if everything goes on well, then if Eddie leaves, we should be in position to acquire a striker. The striker that Arsenal is really interested in, that I have seen in the football team website, that is Gokuris. They're saying that Gokuris is still in the Arsenal radar, and the report is saying that Arsenal are still exploring a better way to really attack the Gokuris situation, because they feel like Gokuris can be very good. If Nketiah leaves Arsenal, they would be in good position really to negotiate with this Spanish, I mean with the Portuguese league, to really help Gokuris join Arsenal, which is going to be very pivotal. But let's see if all goes well. I'm not really sure if because looking at the comment that Mikel Arteta really made last time, he said he's not gonna sign any striker. We have good. He said they have good strikers, so he's not going to be in good position really to sign a striker. But I would be hopeful, and maybe if Nketiah leaves, Arsenal still need to bring in either a winger or somebody who is um, good at scoring, because scoring at least 20-30 goals would be a very good move for the Arsenal. Now on Ramsdale's issue, Fabrizio Romano has also come out here to say that Arsenal have already reached a verbal agreement with Spanish goalkeeper, that is Joan Garcia, who is was actually agreed personal term with him, who is the goalkeeper for Espanyol. And we know, we saw him in the Olympics, he was really good for Spain. So Fabrizio is saying that Arsenal have agreed terms with him, and he's the priority target for Arsenal in case Aaron Ramsdale's leave. That is what he's saying. So if Ramsdale's leave, Arsenal have really line up a game, I would say, line up a person who would replace him. They're saying, though, Espanyol are aware of the Arsenal target, they haven't really received any bid yet, because they think if Ramsdale stay, there would be no position and no place for Garcia to join Arsenal. But if Ramsdale's leave to Wolves, as we have seen that he wants to join Wolverhampton, that would be a very good move for Ramsdale, and then Garcia would come in. He's a decent goalkeeper. I've watched him in the Olympics. He's really good, but like a young goalkeeper, I don't really think he would be a good number two. But let's see if Ramsdale's leave. But he played well, so maybe if Espanyol can sell him to Arsenal, that would be a good deal for the goalkeeper. But let's wait and see what can happen if Ramsdale's leave for Wolverhampton. Yeah, those are the really good concrete I would say concrete news that we have about transfers. As you guys understand, Arsenal are really still in the market, and we hope Arsenal can bring in a very good midfielder. That is Mikel Merino. The talks have been really very clear that Mikel Merino has already accepted all the deals for Arsenal, and Real Sociedad president and coach has actually come out to say that Arsenal is interested in Mikel Merino, and the deal is really going to come to an end finally, after a very long time of negotiation between Arsenal and Real Sociedad. So let's expect this week, hopefully he will be at the Emirates as they really look into the medical aspect of it, and then he will be announced as soon as possible. We hope from the report that I'm seeing that it might be even really announced by the end of the week, so he could join the Arsenal. He won't be ready to play for against Aston Villa, but he will be fully announced by the end of the week because it's only 10 days left for the transfer window to close. So Mikael Merino would be a very, very good addition for the Arsenal. As you know, the left hand side for Arsenal is not really as good as we expected. Martinelli is struggling, so at least since Xhaka left, we know for sure we need somebody there to support Martinelli so we can give a very, very good aspect and a good fight for the Arsenal game. So, yeah, that is all the latest on the transfer news that we have upon Arsenal, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you've not subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being part of Bartoko TV. And yeah, it's really, really amazing to see you guys and having fun as Arsenal meet. We shall do a little bit of the preview of the Aston Villa Arsenal game that is going to happen on Saturday. So keep your eyes peeled for that, so we can have a really, really good good preview of the match and see if Arsenal can have the revenge they deserve of that is Aston Villa for spoiling their season last season, twice beating Arsenal. It's going to be a tough match, but let's see what will happen, house guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. One love. See you all, guys. Thanks for watching.